Hello learner, this is Teacher Nolly from Taguig National High School. Welcome to another session of Programming 2.
This video will introduce you on how to use Visual Basic for applications in Excel. As time goes by, Visual Basic had different versions from the Classic 1 to VBScript, VB.NET, and VBA or Visual Basic for applications. In these versions, we will just be focusing on one of them, which is the Microsoft Visual Basic for applications. VBA or Microsoft Visual Basic for applications runs as an internal programming language in Microsoft Office, meaning you don't need to download another software to use it, because it is embedded inside Microsoft Office applications. VBA is used to customize tasks beyond what is normally available with MS Office host applications. Being said, it can only be used to modify existing apps, especially the Microsoft Office applications. It cannot be used to create new apps. VBA is an event-driven tool, which means you can use it to tell the Microsoft Office applications like Microsoft Excel to execute a string of actions that go beyond its usual features. However, you can only instruct Microsoft Excel to do these tasks through macros. Macros are short term for macro instructions, which are created through codes in the Visual Basic editor. So how do we write these codes? Enable for you to start coding, you will need to open Microsoft Excel on a computer. Then, you need to click the Developer tab. If the Developer tab is not visible, you need to activate it. To do this, click the File tab, and then, under it, click Options. When a dialog box appears, click Customize ribbon, then check Developer under the main tabs. One of the most basic things we should learn in VBA is creating buttons and macros. Let's get into it. The first step is to open a new Excel sheet. And before we move to the next step, make sure the Developer tab is visible on top of your worksheet. The next step is to open the VBA editor. To do this, we need to select the Developer tab first, and under the tab, click Visual Basic. Or you can also use the shortcut key Alt F11. After that, we need to create a new module. Recall that it is like a piece of paper. We will write our instructions. To create one, click the Insert tab in the VBA editor. Then, select Module. After creating a new module, we can now write our instructions through a code. As an example, copy the following code on your editor. This code aims to show the text "Hello" after an event. Before we move with the next step, let's analyze the code. The word sub indicates the beginning of a new subroutine. We will always put this code whenever we start a new subroutine. The word say hello indicates the title or name of the macro, while the message box is a VBA keyword used for showing text. And the text inside the double quotes is the text that will appear. Double quotes are required for all string values. And the end sub indicates the end of the subroutine. After creating a macro, go back to your Excel sheet and create a button. Do this by selecting the Developer tab and the Insert menu just under it. Options for form controls should appear. Select the first option. Then create a button on your Excel sheet using your cursor. Upon creation of a button, you will be prompted to assign a macro. Select the one that we have just created. After assigning a macro, rename the button. Do this through a right-click on the button. Then select Edit Text. You should now be able to edit the name or label of the button. The last step is to test if the macro is working. Do this by clicking the button. This event will serve as a trigger for our program that displays the text, "Hello." Learn more by scanning the following QR codes or by typing their links on your browser. After watching each of the 4 videos, do the following tasks. Record it and ask your teacher how to submit your outputs. In this video, you have been introduced on how to use Visual Basic for applications.
And that ends our lesson for today. See you on our next video. Keep safe!